Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside.
Hola, my friends. Welcome back to A Life I Choose, the place to be to design your life so you can thrive. Today, I'm here with Will Privitera. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here.
I am, yes, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It's quite a pleasure.
I'm glad you're here. So guys, Will, if you've watched my vlogs, I've mentioned him before. So Will is an architect and he's also the founder of Man Up, which is the men's retreats. Tell us more about it. Like when I think of it, I think like men together, getting in touch with themselves, expressing themselves. Okay. It's also like a digital detox, but you tell us like what you're creating, what you have created.
So the idea came about from some practices that I used to do personally. Some work I was doing on myself over a number of years, following me attending like some retreats and some workshops in other countries with people I follow on YouTube and people basically who were mentoring me at the time and some books I was reading. So it's a men's retreat, and as you said, they get in touch with themselves and stuff like that. But I would like maybe when you start talking about these things with guys, they tend to
get a bit put off, eh? Like
there's
like a lot
of run
of,
away.
Yeah.
So and they're like very scared about it. They're like, okay,
I think
kind of.
It's probably the words I used weren't right, because if you say get in touch with yourself, probably a guy goes like sissy, like kind of like.
Yeah, I guess so. They might think even something like a bit more physical, I think. I don't know. So it's a bit more. Okay. So what I would say is Man Up was something that I felt was a need for, that was lacking within my social circles, even within like kind of my socializing environment, kind of like I did not feel I was getting in touch with enough guys, male friends of mine at least, in sort of healthy environments. What that meant was like we'd be meeting a lot in bars, or like maybe when we're like a lot of guys tend to go to bars and get drunk at parties where music is loud and you can't really think, you can't really have a decent conversation. And I started to realize that a lot of my friends or a lot of people that I've met over the years, I didn't really know who they were because I was always meet them in these situations.
It's like all very on the surface. Like.
It's very superficial, and at the same time, there's a lot of like noise in the background, kind of. So you can't really see someone, understand someone, and have like a heart-to-heart conversation. You know what I mean?
Really go deep,
which I feel is like really important.
It's massively important for our health, for our functioning. Like this is why I like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because even when you're in that space, you get to know yourself better through speaking to a good friend,
definitely.
You know? And then when you know yourself better, you know more what you want and what you don't want. So you can say yes to things easily, you know, and no to what you don't want. So you live more in alignment with your purpose.
Exactly.
When you live more in alignment with your purpose, you experience more fulfillment, you treat the people around you better. So
100%.
This is why I like what you're doing.
To not drag on too much about it. So basically what happened was there were certain things that I was really enjoying, but I was always finding myself that not many guys were doing them. So it was like, for example, a bit of yoga, some meditation, just walks in the countryside. And even a lot of my friends would not kind of be there, or at least I found myself in situations where I was mostly like doing it by myself or with a very limited number of people, not many guys. I was like, why don't I create kind of this weekend, you know, in Gozo or wherever, rent out a place and have a number of guys come over and we would kind of do the activities or have the discussions that I would have had, for example, in these similar workshops or things I would have read about, and just share some ideas. What happened was I started with one last year. It went really well. We're a very like small group. I instinctively organized another because I felt so fulfilled, so happy after the first one that I was like, it's just natural for me to organize another one because now people might talk about it. You know, I had a bit of backing from some friends who were kind of helping me promote it. And I went on to organize another one at the end of the summer, and we were quite a big group. It was quite a steep learning curve from having a small group to a larger group. But at the same time, it's growing organically and I'm really enjoying it. So basically, in a nutshell, what it is, it's a weekend. Alcohol free, because some of the guys did not get the message or did not really figure that out in the last one. And what we do is we wake up early, we do certain exercises, there are some writing exercises which are really good. It's a very quiet weekend, so you can also like rest and relax, but it's also, it demands of the guys to take part in activities that they don't normally take part in. So like they have to dance whilst they're sober, for example. And also, I mean, a lot of the guys had never actually danced sober. Then there are kind of the introspective sort of discussions that are not normally
That don't happen so much.
don't
yeah.
happen that much,
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
create
mean?
the space,
Especially amongst
right?
friends, maybe with your partner, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's a bit more of an intimate situation, it's a bit more,
Yeah.
even maybe a bit with your family, but even not so much so. I kind of share certain tools and certain ways of how to communicate intimately amongst guys or amongst
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working.
Yeah, it's
And
rocking. I mean, it's growing. So
Yeah.
like, it's doing something. You know, it's
It's a lot of
people
fun.
are feeling it. Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of fun, and
Exactly.
that is what I tell everyone who kind of wants to come but they're a bit scared. I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
just come along.
It's fun,
What's the
like,
worst
what's the
that
worst
can
that
happen?
could happen?
You can
Like,
leave.
yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean? And that's
exactly.
it. So
Cool.
uh-huh.
Awesome. Good.
Thank you.
So, Will, you ready to play Emma's Christmas questions?
I hope so. I think so. Now we'll see.
Awesome. So let me set a timer. Finish the sentence. I feel Christmassy when?
When I start, my nose starts dribbling. Because it starts getting cold.
Hit the bell, baby. How do you go about buying presents?
Ooh, last minute, freaking out, Christmas Eve or like the day before, or else I just don't.
Okay. What's the best Christmas present you ever got?
Oh wow, the best Christmas present I ever got. Well, I just got a screen print of an anime of a character, an anime character from a Japanese manga series that I used to watch, and it's up there. Best Christmas present I ever got. Wow.
It's up there.
I can't even think about. Okay, I would have to say it was like my Masters of the Universe Grey Skull. It was probably, I was like 7 years old. My aunt had bought it for me, and it was basically the size of my height.
Like what, just a skull, like?
No,
As
it's
in-
1980s cartoon.
Did you hear that
series.
face? It's like,
So basically, back in the 80s, there was this cartoon called The Masters of the Universe, and Grayskull was the home of He-Man, the
Okay.
strongest man in the universe. And my aunt actually bought me the castle. It was like
okay.
practically like this high
cool.
for an eight-year-old.
Okay.
And I just open it and just like.
Okay, I'm
so
understanding more why it's the
It's
best one.
probably the best
Okay,
one. Like,
you hit that bell, babe. What's your favorite Christmas song?
ooh, last Christmas you gave me my heart. The very next day
I
you
gave it away.
This year to save me from tears, I give it to someone special.
Very nice. What are 3 things you need to do every Christmas day?
Oh my
You
god.
need to do.
I need
Not
to
like
do.
the routine, but stuff that for you,
right,
it's like, this is Christmas.
All right, I need to go for a swim.
Okay.
It's kind of a tradition I have. I go for a swim. I used to go for a swim with an old friend. I haven't done it in a couple of years. Maybe I'll give her a call this year and join her. What do I need to do? Wow. I don't know, man. My Christmas is a weird time for me. What do I need to do on Christmas? I don't know. Not much, actually. I mean, spend it with family, yes.
Okay, that's another one.
But also, wow, guys, all the secrets are coming out
I
now.
love the different questions, the way the different questions hit different
Yeah,
people.
because Christmas is
Like,
a very weird time, man. Family, we're a bunch of nuts. So, yeah, so what I need to do this Christmas is definitely like spend some time with family,
okay.
but also let my certain friends know how much I appreciate them also and how much supportive they've been throughout the year, you know?
That's beautiful.
And that's something that I really enjoy because Christmas is a very heartwarming time for me.
Nice one.
So yeah, that would definitely be it.
Beautiful. What's the best Christmas present you ever gave?
I would have to say, I mean, from the reaction of the person, well, there were 2 actually.
Okay.
I would say the first one is an ex-girlfriend of mine who's very dear to me, and we're still friends till today. And I had given her this record player. I'll never forget the expression on her face. It was just absolute joy, like she didn't expect it. It was just like really endearing. So that's one. And then it was also last year I gave my sister and her husband a framed image of the house I'm building here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I designed for them, and now we've actually like finished construction as me being an architect. And it was really nice, and she got all emotional as well about it, and it's a piece of work that I'm really proud of. So I would say I think to this day this is the best Christmas
really
present
nice.
I've given.
Very nice.
So yeah.
Hit the bell. So we are actually out of time, but I want to do one more question.
Okay, well that's 4 minutes. That's quite short.
It is short, it goes
No.
fast. So what's one New Year's resolution you stuck to and kicked ass at? Something that you promised yourself like in the
Yeah,
new
I
year.
will never stop working out. I will
Okay.
never stop doing exercise. It is the one consistent activity that I can safely say I will carry on for the rest of my life. Whether it's swimming, whether it's CrossFit, whether it's dancing, whether it's yoga, whether it's walking, some sort of,
You have to move.
some sort of
Just move your
physical
body.
activity
Yeah.
to get my heart rate up, for me to crack a sweat, for me to get out of my head and into my body kind of.
Nice one.
And that kind of keeps me sane.
Nice
Basically,
one.
that is like the biggest activity, the biggest kind of channel that
Yeah.
keeps my sanity in check.
Enjoy hitting that bell because it's the last time. Will, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. So guys, go over and give Will a follow. Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you'd like to, you may hit the bell notification to be notified every time we upload new videos. We upload new videos every day between December 1st and December 24th. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. See you tomorrow, guys. We wish you a Merry
Christmas!
Christmas!